Have you ever considered whether your daily habits are influencing your future in ways you might not have noticed? The choices you make regarding your habits, relationships, and mindset may appear minor, yet they can significantly influence your happiness, health, and overall well-being as you grow older. In this video, we will reveal 12 often overlooked realities of aging that are rarely discussed yet are essential for everyone to understand. Remain engaged with us throughout, as every point is interconnected, and the concluding lesson could significantly reshape your perspective on the future years. If you aspire to navigate the aging process with insight, dignity, and satisfaction rather than remorse, this video is tailored for you. Before we start, I would be grateful if you could like this video. Your support helps me continue sharing valuable insights on aging. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and activate the notification bell to ensure you stay updated with all the videos. If you found this video helpful, kindly leave a comment with the number 1. If this doesn't meet your expectations, please comment with a 0 to provide feedback, and I will strive to create a more suitable video for you. Let us begin our journey. First and foremost, harboring feelings of resentment towards your children or family. Imagine yourself in the tranquility of your home, looking out the window as a wave of memories washes over you. Reflecting on those years brings to mind the countless sacrifices made, the late nights endured, the boundless patience exercised, and the unwavering commitment to providing your children with the finest opportunities life could offer. You dedicated yourself fully, frequently prioritizing others over your own well-being. However, with the passage of time, one begins to observe a noticeable shift. It's possible that your children may not reach out as frequently as they used to. Perhaps they reside at a distance, deeply engaged in their obligations, or they appear absorbed in the pressures of their own existence. The emotional distance, whether it is genuine or merely perceived, can foster an environment where resentment starts to develop. Resentment can quietly seep into our lives. It begins as a passing consideration, yet gradually it establishes itself, overshadowing your tranquility. Consider it akin to shouldering a burdensome backpack loaded with rocks. Each thought of feeling unappreciated or questioning the efforts of others contributes to the weight you carry. With each passing day, the burden increases, reaching a point that can feel overwhelming. However, there exists a paradox. The weight of these stones does not fall upon those we hold in disdain. Rather, it is we who carry their burden. They drain our vitality, diminish our happiness, and bind us to former times. Epictetus, the philosopher, noted that it is not the events themselves that cause us distress, but rather how we interpret those events. This insight highlights that our distress frequently arises from the interpretations we give to circumstances, rather than the circumstances themselves. For instance, if your children aren't reaching out as often as you would prefer, it doesn't automatically indicate a lack of concern. Even if their visits are infrequent, it does not lessen the affection they hold for you. However, when we permit resentment to grow unchecked, we start to construct unseen barriers that distance us from the essential connections we deeply desire. It's important to recognize that resentment can have a detrimental impact beyond just your relationships. It significantly influences both your emotional and physical well-being. Studies indicate that harboring feelings of resentment can lead to heightened stress levels, increased blood pressure, and disturbances in sleep patterns. It's a subtle adversary that hastens the aging process, affecting not only the exterior but also the internal systems. Clinging to these feelings is akin to consuming poison while hoping another will bear the repercussions. Forgiveness is frequently misinterpreted as accepting or justifying another person's actions. However, in truth, it represents a significant act of personal freedom. Forgiveness is not merely about absolving others of their actions. It's about liberating yourself from the burden of resentment. It involves making the decision to focus on your health and happiness rather than clinging to feelings of anger or disappointment. What steps can you take to get started? Begin with manageable steps. Allow yourself a peaceful moment of solitude. Locate a notebook and document all your feelings, genuine, straightforward, and candid. Focus less on grammar or structure. Allow the words to flow freely. When you feel prepared, take a moment to review what you've composed and contemplate it. Consider whether you wish to allow these emotions to persist in influencing your life, or if you are prepared to let them go. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasizes that errors are an inherent aspect of being human. Individuals, including our cherished ones, frequently behave due to a lack of awareness, pressure, or situations that may be beyond our comprehension. Releasing resentment does not imply dismissing the pain, but rather signifies a conscious decision to not allow that pain to shape your identity. You have the option to either remain confined by resentment or to embrace the freedom that comes with peace. Consider the benefits that could arise from letting go of this weight. Consider the possibility of finding happiness in the little things once again. A sudden phone call, an unforeseen message, or a sincere dialogue. Even if those moments are rare, you will still regain something truly precious: your emotional well-being. Holding on to resentment does not serve as a punishment for those we aim it at. It imposes consequences upon us. Releasing attachments is not a sign of frailty. It represents resilience. It's a process of taking back your strength, your tranquility, and your capacity to experience happiness in the moment. Second point, overlooking the importance of personal hygiene. This subject rarely surfaces in daily discussions, yet it is a reality that numerous individuals encounter, especially as they grow older. As we navigate through life, our habits inevitably evolve. While some changes may enhance our well-being, others may not align with our health needs. As we age, the priorities we once valued, such as upholding our hygiene, may occasionally become less prominent. There are several potential factors that could contribute to this occurrence: reduced vitality, physical constraints, or the perception that these practices hold less significance now. Nonetheless, this type of oversight, even if it seems trivial or insignificant, can have a significant ripple effect. The way you are perceived by others significantly influences your self-image and emotional well-being. Maintaining proper hygiene is essential for overall well-being and goes well beyond just looking good. It demonstrates the regard and attention you hold for your well-being, your health, and your inherent sense of dignity. Taking the time to refresh yourself, whether through a warm shower, grooming your hair, or dressing in clean, well-fitting clothes, enhances more than just your physical state. Your mental and emotional well-being improves as well. You experience a deeper connection with your true self and a heightened awareness in your everyday activities. Now contemplate the contrary. Periods of neglecting fundamental hygiene habits such as maintaining oral care, ensuring clean clothing, or keeping nails properly trimmed. Initially, these lapses may seem like trivial mistakes, yet as time progresses, they accumulate significantly. The impacts become apparent, not only to those around you but also to your own awareness. One may begin to experience a feeling of disconnection, accompanied by a sense of fatigue or perhaps even a touch of embarrassment. This is a nuanced yet impactful change that can affect your emotional state, self-assurance, and your engagement with the surrounding environment. It's crucial to take into account the significant social aspect as well. Hygiene extends beyond personal care. It concerns the manner in which you carry yourself in communal environments and the way you engage with those around you. Consider the warmth of a hug, the intimacy of a heartfelt conversation, or the joy of a visit from a loved one. These moments of connection may come across as awkward or tense if an individual perceives that you have overlooked these vital elements of care. Unbeknownst to you, your actions may convey a sense of withdrawal, disinterest, or self-isolation, potentially leading to a rift in your relationships. The philosopher Seneca once stated that we should treat our body with the utmost reverence, akin to a sacred temple, not for superficial reasons, but out of genuine regard. This insight underscores a fundamental reality. Taking care of oneself is an essential expression of self-respect, a meaningful way to acknowledge the life and body you have been entrusted with. Maintaining good hygiene is achievable without the need for perfection or extravagant practices. It revolves around maintaining consistency, putting in the effort, and making the choice to feel at ease and self-assured in your own skin. The assurance you exude extends beyond yourself, shaping not only your engagements with those around you but also their perceptions and reactions towards you. Consider the significance of personal grooming and the impact of neglecting those routines. Reflect on how these small acts of care can contribute to your overall well-being. Engaging in activities like taking a refreshing bath, brushing your hair, or wearing clean clothes can significantly enhance your day, elevate your mood, and reinforce your sense of self-worth. These actions hold significant depth. These are essential measures that contribute to a sense of stability, confidence, and preparedness to engage with the world. Your hygiene routine represents a vital aspect of your overall well-being. It is a declaration. It serves as a reminder to both yourself and others that you hold value, and that your dignity and well-being are important to you. Each day presents a new beginning, a chance to rejuvenate and revitalize. Do not allow disregard to overshadow your well-being. Seize the opportunity to care for yourself, to present your finest self to the world, and to take satisfaction in your identity. Your value deserves every ounce of effort, every moment of dedicated care, and every act of honoring yourself. If you are continuing to engage with this video and find the lessons beneficial, kindly comment number 1 below to indicate your ongoing participation in this learning experience. I appreciate your time and insights. Thirdly, withdrawing from social interactions and overlooking your social well-being. During my childhood, there was a gentleman in our building known as Don Ricardo. He was one of those individuals who garnered affection from everyone around him. A friendly and approachable individual, consistently offering a smile and sharing tales from his past experiences. He frequently participated in community gatherings, and his laughter was truly contagious. However, life, as it frequently does, presented him with a challenging situation. His spouse has departed, and his offspring have relocated to far-off cities for employment and to establish their own families. Initially, his withdrawal appeared to be a normal response, a phase of mourning that one might anticipate. However, weeks evolved into months, and months transformed into years. Over time, Don Ricardo ceased to engage in the activities of our building. He seldom ventured out of his apartment, and when neighbors extended invitations, they were met with quietude. Even a friendly knock on his door turned into an unproductive endeavor. He appeared to retreat into his own realm. My mother, always determined, requested that I join him on a trip to the corner store, believing he would benefit from some companionship. I found his hesitation quite unexpected. He paused, as if the mere thought of venturing outside with another person felt overwhelming. During our stroll, I inquired about his absence from social gatherings and his reluctance to enjoy a cup of coffee with the neighbors. His response resonated with me profoundly. I feel like I have limited contributions to make at this point. It can often feel more comfortable to be by oneself than to experience the discomfort of not fitting in. That moment lingered in my mind as it unveiled a stark reality regarding the effects of isolation. What seemed to be a decision, his autonomy, was a confinement constructed by apprehension, concerns about being perceived as a liability, struggling to find understanding, or grappling with a sense of insignificance. As time passed, his isolation started to diminish not just his emotional well-being but also his enthusiasm for living. The individual who once brought joy to every corner now finds himself enveloped in quiet, his surroundings diminishing gradually. The philosopher Epictetus observed that humans are inherently social beings. Although periods of reflection and alone time hold significance, they cannot replace the importance of social connections. Prolonged isolation may appear to be a refuge, yet it ultimately transforms into a solitary and restrictive prison. I'm not implying that life needs to be filled with a continuous stream of social engagements. Finding joy in your own presence and appreciating moments of tranquility holds significant importance. However, isolating oneself from others can have deeply harmful effects. Connections need not always involve significant displays or extensive dialogues. Often, it is the most modest gestures, enjoying a cup of coffee together, making a brief phone call, or sharing a smile with someone we don't know, that help us stay connected to our surroundings. Consider this question. When did you last experience a genuine connection with another person? Not for any specific reason, but just to exchange a moment, a thought, or a bit of humor. These connections, regardless of their size, serve as a reminder that we belong to a larger community, that we hold value, and that our existence carries importance. Gradually, with supportive encouragement from those around him, Don Ricardo started to come back into the community. He graciously accepted invitations to intimate gatherings. Even if his stay was brief, his laughter came back, tentative initially but undeniably his own. The change occurred gradually yet significantly. He discovered that it wasn't necessary to possess something remarkable to offer. It was about being fully engaged in the moment. In that environment, he found a renewed sense of belonging. Do not allow fear, pride, or complacency to distance you from those around you. Establishing and nurturing relationships goes beyond mere existence. It's about embracing life with purpose and depth. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, our actions for others reflect our own well-being. By dedicating your time, attention, and presence, you may discover that the rewards you receive are even greater. Fourth point, living to seek approval from others. In a society where looks frequently shape opinions and social approval seems to hold significant value, it can be quite tempting to get caught up in the illusion of showcasing a flawless life. Despite the reality being different, this compulsion frequently manifests without conscious awareness. It's in those subtle, transient instances when you assert that everything is all right despite feeling inundated, or when you silently decline assistance while inwardly yearning for companionship. Living to impress others can feel like a protective shield, a safeguard against criticism or exclusion. One may tend to amplify their previous achievements to project a sense of greater accomplishment or minimize their challenges to evade the perception of vulnerability. Initially, this exterior might seem to provide you with the ability to influence how others view you. However, as time passes, that protective barrier can evolve into a confinement, ensnaring you in demands that do not genuinely reflect your own desires. Envision navigating your daily existence as if you were in a theatrical performance, showcasing your life for an audience that includes family, friends, colleagues, and even unfamiliar faces. Every action you take is thoughtfully planned to guarantee your execution is impeccable. To them, you seem assured and proficient, navigating life's obstacles with ease. However, when the performance concludes and the illumination fades, the reality emerges, leaving you exhausted. The struggle to maintain that appearance can be overwhelming, but the thought of stepping away from it and showing your authentic self can be even more daunting. What is the purpose of this action? What leads many individuals to opt for the fatigue of facade instead of embracing the openness of true self-expression? It may stem from a concern that revealing our vulnerabilities and challenges could result in criticism or exclusion. As the wise philosopher Seneca noted, it is preferable to be disdained for our true selves than to be embraced for a false persona. Living to impress others creates connections based on falsehoods rather than genuine realities. As time progresses, the exterior you diligently uphold may become so inflexible that you might lose sight of what is hidden underneath. A narrative exists that exemplifies this beautifully. An older gentleman resided in a charming village, respected by all for his apparently serene existence. The home was immaculate, the garden carefully tended, showcasing colorful blooms that captivated the attention of those who walked by. Each week, he graciously welcomed visitors, friends, family, and neighbors, sharing warm smiles and uplifting words of encouragement. To all who observed him, his existence appeared flawless, nearly worthy of admiration. On a tempestuous evening, a powerful gust shattered the rear window of his residence. A concerned neighbor, driven by curiosity, chose to investigate further. Upon looking inside, they were taken aback. The interior of the residence was quite different from its exterior facade. The furnishings showed signs of age and wear. The walls bore cracks and a faded appearance, and the spaces were filled with a sense of neglect. Underneath the refined facade existed a reality that starkly contrasted with the image he had shown to others. The individual had dedicated his efforts to maintaining an appearance of flawlessness, while the true state of his life remained neglected. He devoted so much energy to seeking the approval of others that he overlooked his own well-being. Isn't this the risk we encounter when we prioritize impressing others in our lives? When we focus solely on maintaining appearances, we may inadvertently disconnect from our true selves and the things that genuinely hold significance in our lives. If you are continuing to engage with this video and are finding the lessons beneficial, kindly comment number 2 below to indicate your ongoing participation in this learning experience. I appreciate your time and insights. 5. Experiencing feelings of jealousy towards the possessions of others. Envy is a nuanced and frequently overlooked emotion, subtly infiltrating your thoughts at unexpected moments. At times, you may notice brief instances where an individual exhibits what seems to be optimal health, backed by a robust support network, or enjoys a lifestyle that appears more comfortable or satisfying than your own. A fleeting comparison crosses your mind, accompanied by a persistent question: why not me? This seemingly innocuous inquiry can take root, and before long, that seed of jealousy starts to flourish, filling your heart and mind with its presence. Envy operates subtly, creeping in with a stealthy presence. It frequently presents itself as frustration, discontent, or sometimes even as motivation. At its core, it indicates a deeper issue, a disconnection from your self-esteem and the richness that already exists in your life. When you focus on the lives of others, you may overlook your own special gifts. It's akin to observing a neighbor's thriving garden through a window, appreciating their lively flowers while your own garden suffers from a lack of care and attention. Philosopher Marcus Aurelius imparted enduring wisdom when he stated, "Do not waste time contemplating the fortunes of others. Concentrate on utilizing your own resources effectively." This guidance extends beyond just financial resources. It reaches into all aspects of life. While your neighbor may thrive in good health, you have a profound understanding of the value found in life's simple, exquisite moments. It's possible that your friend enjoys the support of a caring family, whereas you have the opportunity to design your daily life in alignment with your own interests and aspirations. By consistently making comparisons, you may miss the valuable aspects of your own life, valuable insights that go unnoticed when one doesn't invest the effort to genuinely observe them. Engaging in comparison diminishes your happiness, and feelings of envy can swiftly turn into a significant weight to carry. It directs your focus towards what is missing, establishing unseen obstacles between you and your loved ones. Moreover, it can undermine authentic connections by creating difficulties in acknowledging and rejoicing in the achievements or joy of others. In numerous respects, envy resembles consuming poison with the expectation that it will affect another, while you are the one who ultimately endures the greatest pain. Fortunately, there exists a strong remedy for feelings of envy: engaging in mindful appreciation. Take a moment each day to reflect on 3 aspects of your life that you hold dear. These need not be significant achievements or costly belongings. It might be as uncomplicated as the gentle warmth of the morning sun on your skin, a shared laugh with a friend, or the reassuring comfort of having the freedom to decide how to spend your time. Appreciation directs your attention inward, allowing you to recognize the beauty within your own life instead of comparing it to the seemingly flawless lives of others. Consider the tranquility that may arise from releasing feelings of envy. When you cease to evaluate your value in comparison to others, you open up opportunities for a more profound connection to your personal journey. Letting go of envy can uplift your spirit, enhance your emotional well-being, and cultivate deeper, more fulfilling connections with others. It enables you to understand that your life possesses its own distinct value, one that remains unaffected by the achievements or belongings of others. Ultimately, genuine wealth is not discovered through comparisons with others or yearning for what is absent in your life. your capacity to appreciate the present moment, value the blessings around you, and discover contentment in the genuine, uncomplicated aspects of your life is essential. By altering your viewpoint, you can restore your sense of satisfaction and wholeheartedly appreciate the rich beauty of your own narrative. 6. It can be quite simple to overlook the importance of nurturing your most cherished friendships as time goes by. Life often draws our focus in numerous directions: health challenges, family responsibilities, career demands, or the deep awareness that experiences shift as time progresses. Amidst the complexities of life, one might be inclined to think that profound, significant friendships can thrive independently, requiring little maintenance. Ultimately, these individuals have witnessed our highs and lows, leading us to believe that the connections we've established will inherently persist. This belief can result in one of the most unfortunate and detrimental patterns, gradually allowing friendships to fade into the background, leading to their unnoticed decline. It's possible you've noticed a shift in your connections with some friends, or perhaps the physical and emotional gaps have widened to a point that feels challenging to overcome. It's possible you've convinced yourself that making an effort to connect is unwarranted, as a genuine bond should come effortlessly. Indeed, connections, no matter how profound, require nurturing and focus to flourish. When we cease to put in the effort, neglecting calls, delaying visits, or lacking sincere interest in one another's lives, what once seemed unbreakable starts to unravel. Reflect on a companion who once embodied the essence of kinship, a companion with whom you shared laughter that brought tears to your eyes, trusted during your most challenging times, or enjoyed peaceful moments of quiet together. Reflect on the duration since you last established a meaningful connection with them, a conversation that goes beyond superficial interactions, fostering a sense of being truly acknowledged and comprehended. Such moments are invaluable gems, yet they demand a deliberate effort to cultivate and maintain. Seneca astutely noted that companionship serves as a sanctuary during challenging moments and a consistent wellspring of happiness. As we grow older, the circle of individuals in our lives often becomes smaller, making these connections increasingly valuable. However, overlooking their needs results in missing out on one of life's most profound pleasures: the presence of an individual who understands us deeply, embraces us completely, and helps us reconnect with our true selves amidst the complexities of life. At this stage, there exists a nuanced risk: confidence. It can be tempting to assume that if they don't initiate contact, I shouldn't either. This perspective may seem like a means of self-preservation or a quest for independence, yet it ultimately serves as a barrier that deepens our isolation. Friendships are not a matter of tallying up favors. It's essential to acknowledge the importance of these connections and to be open to fostering them, no matter who initiates the interaction. If a significant person in your life has become distant, it is essential to take steps to reconnect and strengthen that relationship. A sincere message, an unanticipated phone call, or a visit can rejuvenate a waning relationship. Focus on the present and the opportunities that lie ahead. Concentrate on the aspects you can restore collaboratively. Reconnecting focuses on embracing the present rather than attempting to replicate past experiences, emphasizing the importance of nurturing a meaningful bond that continues to hold significance. The gradual neglect of friendships can occur quietly, often without our awareness of the consequences until we find ourselves facing the aftermath. However, the repercussions can be profound, influencing our overall well-being and feelings of connection. Do not allow the passage of time or changing situations to diminish these precious connections. Ultimately, the essence of a fulfilling life lies not in the quantity of years we accumulate, but in the lasting relationships we cultivate throughout our journey. Connections with others are among the most significant blessings we can offer and embrace. Ensure they receive the attention they deserve. If you are continuing to engage with this video and find the lessons beneficial, kindly comment number 3 below to indicate your ongoing participation in this learning experience. I appreciate your time and expertise. 7th point: ongoing criticism. It is common for individuals to start with lighthearted comments about younger generations, but this can gradually evolve into a negative pattern that may have harmful effects. Expressions such as, "In my day, things were different," or "young people today don't know anything," might seem harmless initially. However, they gradually construct a barrier that separates you from younger generations, fostering emotional detachment not only from unfamiliar faces but also from your own children and grandchildren. This perspective can also have a significant impact on relationships beyond what you may recognize. It also restricts your capacity to remain receptive, acquire new knowledge, and adjust to the changing environment surrounding you. The Stoics offered a deep insight on this matter. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, cautioned against the quick judgment of others' character without first contemplating our own actions and imperfections. This insight is particularly relevant when addressing the behaviors of younger generations. Rather than perceiving their differences as shortcomings, we can recognize them as valuable chances to gain knowledge and broaden our perspective on the world. Each generation encounters distinct challenges, adjusting to the world in ways that can sometimes be difficult to fully understand. When we criticize others without seeking to understand their viewpoint, we restrict our own growth and overlook the opportunity to gain insights that could enhance our lives. Regularly criticizing younger generations may result in emotional fatigue, cultivating a negative perspective, and ensnaring us in a longing for the past that idealizes it while undermining the value of the present. Nonetheless, the current state is neither superior nor inferior to what has come before. It is distinctly different. What could you achieve by redirecting your attention from perceived losses to the potential and opportunities available in the present moment? Epictetus wisely pointed out that although we cannot dictate how others behave, we always possess the power to manage our responses to their actions. Rather than leaning towards criticism, what if we opted to observe with an open mind? Observing the world from the perspective of younger generations can foster a sense of humility and personal development. While you might not always share their viewpoint, fostering that sense of openness can facilitate connections instead of creating barriers. Pause for a moment to consider. How frequently do you notice yourself highlighting the mistakes of younger individuals, rather than inquiring about their perspectives and the experiences they are having? Continuous criticism hinders valuable discussions, whereas curiosity and a sincere wish to comprehend foster those important connections. A slight change in perspective can turn a strained, distant relationship into one that is more profound and significant. Ultimately, passing judgment on others without striving for comprehension not only impacts those in your vicinity but also distances you from the current moment and from individuals who could provide meaningful insights that may expand your viewpoint. Embracing empathy involves a willingness to learn and understand, rather than unconditionally accepting all viewpoints. By taking these steps, you enhance connections that remain open to further development. As the Stoics highlighted, genuine wisdom is found not in the judgment of others, but in the pursuit of understanding them. 8. Experiencing a sense of being confined by past disappointments is a common struggle. There are moments in life when it seems challenging to avoid reflecting on instances where outcomes fell short of our expectations. It could be a situation that unfolded differently than anticipated, a connection that concluded with sorrow, or choices we now regret. These moments, regardless of their distance, can emerge repeatedly, cycling through our thoughts and drawing our attention to what might have been. However, one must consider, how much longer will you continue to bear that burden? Absolutely. I comprehend. I understand your experience. There are instances when my thoughts persistently pull me back to earlier times, causing me to revisit moments where I believe I made poor decisions or fell short in my actions. Contemplating the past is a common experience and can be beneficial in various ways, provides valuable insights, fosters personal development, and informs future choices. However, when you permit those memories to ensnare you in a perpetual loop, you fail to gain insights from them. Your energy is being depleted, and you're struggling to stay connected to the moment. It's akin to attempting to navigate a vehicle while fixating solely on the rearview mirror. Progress is not possible at this time. By remaining anchored in past frustrations, you are jeopardizing the valuable opportunities that are available to you now. Seneca and the Stoics offered a profound viewpoint on this matter. He famously stated, "You cannot turn back the river of time, but you can adapt to its currents." The past, regardless of its challenges or sorrows, remains unchangeable. However, you possess the ability to view it from a different perspective. Rather than perceiving it as a series of errors, setbacks, or unfortunate events, consider embracing the past as a valuable educator that has contributed to your development into the person you are now. Each decision and every challenging moment has played a significant role in your development. The core problem lies in our tendency to cling to frustration, as we may perceive it as a means of achieving justice. It's as if we think that by mentally punishing ourselves for our perceived mistakes, we can somehow erase or make amends for them. However, in truth, that mental punishment has no effect whatsoever. It serves to tether you to previous experiences, hindering your ability to fully engage with the present and all the opportunities it offers. One of the most significant steps towards personal freedom is the act of self-forgiveness. Not due to forgetfulness, but rather a deliberate decision to no longer allow those past experiences to dictate your life. I would like to present a straightforward yet impactful exercise. Pause for a moment, gently close your eyes, and envision yourself carrying a backpack. Every frustration, regret, and negative emotion serves as a weight within it. Experience the burden of it resting upon you. Now, consider how life might unfold if you could navigate it free from that weight. What transformations might occur if you were able to let it go? The positive aspect is that it is considerably simpler than it might appear. Simplicity is key. There's no need for elaborate ceremonies or theatrical displays. A transformative journey begins with a calm yet impactful choice. I have decided to no longer allow this to shape my identity. The truth is, the only genuine moment of influence you possess is in this very moment. Do not allow previous challenges to define your current self. Release yourself, not due to their lack of significance, but because they have fulfilled their role in teaching and shaping your journey. Now, it's your opportunity to take the next step, brighter, more transparent, and prepared to welcome the new possibilities and beginnings that every day offers. Item 9. It is quite simple to dismiss new concepts or experiences. As we age, it can become quite common to dismiss new ideas or experiences. At some stage, it might seem as though you've encountered and witnessed all that life has to present. It's easy to feel that your current efforts are sufficient, or that the fast-paced changes of today's society may not be relevant to your needs. It's possible that you have developed a routine, feeling that new experiences might not be essential or could even feel daunting. What may seem like a benign reluctance to change can slowly evolve into an obstacle that secludes you, depriving you of one of life's most enriching sources of energy, the ongoing chance to learn and develop. Envision your existence as a narrative. Each chapter that has been penned is rich with experiences, lessons, and moments that have contributed to your development as an individual. These chapters hold significant value, brimming with insights that have enhanced your knowledge and comprehension. But what if you chose to close the book now, convincing yourself that you've experienced enough, that there's no necessity for additional chapters? What might become of all the unwritten pages? Each new experience and idea presents an opportunity, akin to a blank page, poised to be enriched with the unexpected, revealing possibilities beyond your imagination. Ending the journey prematurely means overlooking the myriad opportunities that await in the future. Consider the account of Margarita, a participant who recounted her experiences a few months back. At 72 years old, Margarita had long thought that she was past the age for embracing new experiences. She steered clear of exploring new technologies, displayed minimal enthusiasm for her grandchildren's pursuits, and declined any invitations that might disrupt her familiar routine. Her perspective was rooted in comfort and familiarity, until one day, inspired by a video that advocated for embracing new experiences, she chose to take a small yet meaningful step forward. She was determined to master the mobile phone that her daughter had gifted her several months ago, despite having never used it before. Initially, Margarita faced challenges. She experienced a sense of awkwardness and irritation, uncertain about how to manage the technology. With the passage of time and a commitment to patience, she gradually started to grasp the situation. She acquired the skills to send text messages, engage in video calls, and ultimately became a member of an online community dedicated to sharing recipes. This straightforward adjustment significantly enhanced Margarita's quality of life. It not only facilitated a stronger connection with her family, but she expressed that it also helped her recognize her ability to learn, her engagement with the surrounding world, and that she was not as isolated as she had previously believed. Margarita's story serves as a poignant reminder that age does not limit our potential for growth and exploration. Disregarding new experiences solely due to discomfort or unfamiliarity can significantly hinder our growth and opportunities. The Stoics grasped this principle with great clarity. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "If nature has granted us reason, it is to embrace change rather than oppose it." This insight highlights the importance of welcoming new experiences, even when they appear daunting initially, as a vital component of personal development. It's not about becoming an expert in technology or staying current with every trend. It's essential to nurture a sense of curiosity throughout life. This may not solely pertain to acquiring skills for smartphone usage. Engaging in a new hobby you've always been curious about, exploring a book on an unfamiliar subject, or participating in an activity that challenges your usual boundaries can be quite beneficial. Each time you embrace the new, you broaden your perspectives and convey a significant affirmation to yourself. I remain inquisitive. I continue to expand my knowledge. I am in a state of growth, and above all, I cherish the gift of life. It's important to pause and consider your thoughts. What concepts or experiences have you been dismissing recently? Have you been steering clear of something due to its unfamiliarity or the intimidation it brings? Perhaps it is time to shift that perspective and embrace new opportunities. Life will persist in presenting chances for growth and pleasure, but this is contingent upon your readiness to keep the door ajar and your willingness to embrace what lies beyond. If you are continuing to engage with this video and appreciate the lessons being shared, kindly comment number 4 below to indicate your ongoing participation in this learning experience. I appreciate your valuable time. Item 10. Neglecting to recognize how your emotions can influence those around you. Many people mistakenly think that their emotions are completely private, as if what they feel remains confined within themselves and has no impact on others. It is common to believe that our emotional experiences are solely our own, that the burden of our frustrations, joys, or anxieties is something we must bear individually. However, the reality is that our emotions extend beyond ourselves and significantly influence those in our vicinity. The emotional state we experience influences our thoughts, words, and actions, impacting those around us, often without our conscious awareness. The way we manage our emotional energy can significantly influence our connections with others, fostering either understanding or division. Take a moment to reflect on this. When you enter a space with a glass of water and someone inadvertently collides with you, the liquid can easily splash out, drenching the surrounding area. Emotions function in a similar manner. The internal experiences you harbor will ultimately manifest outwardly, frequently in unexpected or unintended manners, influencing those around you. A seemingly minor internal conflict can escalate into a significant concern for the relationships you hold dear. A seemingly trivial remark, a momentary expression of annoyance, or even a subtle, attentive response can carry far more significance than we often acknowledge. As the Roman philosopher Cicero once said, "A calm spirit resembles a gentle fire that enlightens those who approach." But what occurs when that mild warmth transforms into an intense inferno? The manner in which we handle and convey our emotions influences not just our self-perception, but also the perceptions of others and their feelings when they are around us. Unmanaged emotions can influence every interaction and create a lingering atmosphere of negativity around you. Reflect on an occasion when someone you hold dear let you down. It may be a young one who doesn't connect as frequently as you desire, or a companion who appears to have overlooked the significance of your relationship. The emotions of hurt and frustration, though entirely understandable, can sometimes be perceived by others as criticism or rejection. Regardless of your true intentions, while these feelings are understandable, they may result in behaviors that create undue pressure in your connections with others. It's essential to reflect on how you wish to be remembered by your loved ones. Would you prefer to be a person who illuminated the lives of others, or one who added to an environment filled with stress and bitterness? Understanding the impact of your emotions on others is crucial. Before responding in a moment of frustration or pain, it is wise to take a moment to reflect on the possible consequences of your words or actions. Consider the potential outcomes of your forthcoming words or actions. Am I responding with clarity, or am I allowing unaddressed feelings to guide my actions? That moment of introspection can serve as a pivotal juncture, determining whether a relationship is fortified or diminished. It's essential to acknowledge and express your emotions rather than overlook or stifle them. They hold significance and merit acknowledgement. It is essential to convey emotions in constructive ways rather than allowing them to become destructive. When we communicate from a position of tranquility, opt for appreciation instead of judgment, and acknowledge our emotions without imposing them on others, we not only cultivate more robust and healthier connections, but we also demonstrate insight in our interactions with the world. Your emotions extend beyond your own experience. Your approach influences those in your vicinity, and the way you handle these interactions can either enhance their well-being or deplete their energy. By thoughtfully sharing your emotions with awareness and consideration, you cultivate an atmosphere that encourages connection, tranquility, and reciprocal respect. Ultimately, the impact we have on others and the emotions we evoke in their presence mirror the inner qualities we nurture within ourselves. By prioritizing your emotional awareness, you can cultivate a life enriched with deeper purpose and enduring tranquility. 11. Abandoning self-love as it seems to hold no significance anymore. As time passes, a subtle notion begins to take root in your consciousness, resembling a gentle whisper that lingers persistently. At this juncture, is it significant what I desire or require? This notion can manifest in various ways, such as dismissing physical discomfort because it appears too minor to warrant attention, persuading yourself that initiating a new endeavor isn't worthwhile, or convincing yourself that prioritizing self-care has become an unnecessary luxury. Initially, these thoughts might appear harmless or even sensible, yet in truth, they represent some of the most perilous methods by which we neglect our well-being. This mindset poses a significant challenge as it gradually undermines the essential foundation of self-love. It is essential to continue placing importance on our well-being, no matter our age or the duration of time that has gone by. Self-love is essential, and it remains important throughout all stages of life. It becomes increasingly essential as time progresses. Self-love involves acknowledging and respecting your inherent worth, rather than being selfish or neglecting the needs of those around you. It's essential to nurture your body, mind, and spirit, offering yourself the same compassion and respect that you would provide to someone you hold dear. The Stoics possessed deep insights regarding self-love, perceiving it as an essential duty rather than a temporary emotion. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, stated, "The soul is dyed with the color of your thoughts." The essence of his message was that the way you care for yourself, either with kindness and consideration or with disregard and apathy, creates a ripple effect that influences every facet of your life. Your self-treatment significantly influences your approach to challenges, relationships, and experiences. Choosing to honor and nurture yourself, even through the simplest actions, creates a ripple effect, shaping how you present yourself to the world. Embracing self-love can be achieved through simple, everyday actions rather than requiring significant transformations or elaborate displays. It may start with the fundamental and frequently disregarded practices of self-care. It's essential to dedicate time to focus on your well-being, whether that involves physical activity, adequate rest, or providing your body with nutritious food. It's essential to create moments of tranquility during the day to rejuvenate your mental energy. It's about selecting gentle and supportive language for yourself rather than letting harsh self-judgment take control of your mind. It might involve allowing yourself the opportunity to engage in a passion or hobby that brings you happiness, or reaching out for the support you require when life becomes too much to handle. It may be as straightforward as gazing into the mirror and embracing the individual reflected back at you. Every wrinkle, every imperfection, and every mark that narrates the tale of your resilience. Self-love serves as an essential cornerstone for navigating life's unavoidable challenges with poise and respect. Maintaining your physical health goes beyond mere appearances. It's essential to recognize that your body serves as the foundation for experiencing life in all its richness. In the same vein, fostering your mind by maintaining curiosity, openness, and a commitment to learning is a meaningful way to cherish the valuable time that remains. Caring for your spirit, whether through practices such as gratitude, meditation, or simply embracing the beauty of life as it is, reflects profound understanding and insight. It's about rediscovering the essence of what is truly important. Always recognize the significance of even the smallest gestures of self-care. Every time you decide to focus on your health, you are establishing a foundation for a life that is richer and more significant, not by removing challenges, but by confronting them with a foundation of inner resilience and dignity. Self-love is essential and should never be neglected at any point in our lives. It is essential and imperative. Taking care of yourself is essential. If you neglect your well-being, it may go unattended by others. Life is not defined by the number of years you have spent, but by the quality of those years and how you have embraced each moment. Embracing self-love is essential for ensuring those years are meaningful. If you are continuing to engage with this video and are finding the lessons beneficial, kindly comment number 5 below to indicate that you are still with me on this journey. I appreciate your time and attention. Item 12. As we grow older, it is common to overlook certain aspects. The significance of financial resources. Holding the belief that the economic challenges encountered during our younger or middle-aged years will eventually diminish as time progresses. Nonetheless, it is important to acknowledge that financial resources significantly influence the quality of life, especially as we age. The significance of money remains constant as we age. The importance of this issue grows as we face challenges like retirement, escalating healthcare expenses, and the necessity for stability in a world that is becoming more unpredictable. First and foremost, financial resources grant us a sense of autonomy. As individuals advance in age, their capacity to engage in work may decline, whether because of physical constraints or a scarcity of opportunities to remain employed. This situation may result in a sense of vulnerability or reliance on others for financial assistance, which can be emotionally challenging. Achieving financial independence allows individuals to maintain authority over their own lives, managing daily expenses, addressing healthcare needs, or enjoying little luxuries. Financial resources provide us with the autonomy to make choices that align with our preferences, free from outside pressures. It also enables us to prevent placing a financial strain on our children or loved ones, maintaining our dignity and self-respect as we grow older. One significant factor contributing to the increasing importance of financial resources as individuals age is the escalating expense of medical care. As we aspire to maintain our well-being in our later years, it is important to acknowledge that health challenges tend to arise more frequently with age. The costs associated with medical treatments, medications, and long-term care can be significantly high, especially when chronic conditions arise or when assistance with daily activities is needed. Inadequate savings or a lack of consistent income can lead to rapidly escalating expenses, resulting in significant financial pressure and anxiety. This is why money is not merely a luxury. It is essential. Access to sufficient financial resources allows individuals to obtain high-quality medical care, receive essential treatments, and sustain a comfortable living situation while recovering or managing persistent health concerns. It also offers essential reassurance, understanding that we won't have to decide between our well-being and our financial stability, a dilemma that should never arise. Furthermore, financial resources play a crucial role in ensuring a comfortable and enriching lifestyle as we grow older. Retirement should be a period of tranquility, allowing individuals to contemplate their years of dedication and relish the rewards of their efforts, unburdened by financial worries. However, without adequate financial planning, the retirement phase can swiftly transform into a time filled with anxiety and unpredictability. Insufficient savings can lead to challenges in managing essential expenses and may hinder our ability to engage in activities that provide joy and satisfaction. Conversely, through prudent financial planning, we can guarantee that our later years are abundant with fulfilling experiences. Engaging in travel, exploring hobbies, cherishing moments with loved ones, or relishing the comforts of home. Financial stability creates these opportunities, enabling one to fully embrace the liberation that retirement offers. In addition to addressing the fundamental needs, financial resources significantly influence the impact of the legacy we create for future generations. Numerous individuals wish to create a lasting legacy for their children, grandchildren, or charitable causes. Yet, accomplishing this necessitates thoughtful saving and strategic planning. Insufficient financial resources can hinder our ability to make meaningful contributions to future generations or support the causes that are most important to us. Supporting a grandchild's education, assisting a loved one in need, or contributing to a charitable cause are all commendable acts of generosity. These actions are frequently made possible by the financial resources we gather throughout our lives. In this manner, financial resources influence our own well-being while also equipping us to contribute positively to the well-being of others. Whether through a legacy or small acts of kindness, achieving financial stability enables us to create a meaningful influence on the world around us. In conclusion, it is essential to recognize the importance of financial resources as we grow older. While it may be common to associate financial issues with the younger or middle-aged population, the importance of money becomes even more pronounced as we age. It fosters the autonomy we require, guarantees access to medical care, promotes a rewarding way of living, and enables us to create a significant legacy. As we age, it is essential to focus on financial planning to ensure a secure future, allowing us to embrace our later years with tranquility, stability, and independence. It is essential to recognize the significant influence that financial resources can have. This tool has the potential to significantly improve the quality of life as we age, enabling us to experience greater control, dignity, and joy in our later years. As we grow older, numerous changes occur that can often be surprising or difficult to comprehend. Some of these unexpected challenges can take us by surprise, but it's essential to understand how to navigate them to enjoy our later years with vitality and well-being. By paying careful attention to these factors, we can discover methods to adjust and enhance our overall well-being. Aging can be a positive journey when we approach the challenges with knowledge and a hopeful mindset. If this video has enlightened you about the realities of aging, please consider sharing it with your friends and subscribing to our channel for more insightful content that empowers you to approach life with a more informed perspective. Your encouragement is invaluable and drives us to continue producing content that uplifts and inspires you. We appreciate your time and your valuable contribution to our community.